top headlines. State beefs up security measures ahead of Amit Shah's visit. Union Minister Amit Shah's flex of BJP's Jan Vikas Yatra in Tripura. Bomb cyclone smashed into California, state of emergency declares. Putin sends new hypersonic cruise missiles to Atlantic. And India to face Sri Lanka in second T20 cricket in Pune today. Hello, welcome to ELITETV, your English news bulletin. I'm your host, Deemita. Before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government, where face masks on in public, wash hands regularly and maintain a minimum of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play your part in the fight against COVID-19. Now the news in detail. Security has been beefed up at various strategic locations of the state ahead of Union Home Minister Amit Shah's visit to the state on Friday. He will inaugurate and lay the foundation stones of various projects and schemes. Shah is likely to inaugurate a slew of projects including Medical College in Churachandpur district, Kangla Nongpok Thong in Imphal West and 122-feet high polo statue in Imphal East. He will also hand over the Olympian Park in Imphal West to be sportspersons of the state. Shah will also hoist the national flag at the heritage site of INA headquarters in the Moirang town in neighboring Bishnupur district. As part of the security measures, police commandos carried out combing operations at various parts of Imphal West districts, including residential areas and a market since Monday. The police have also kept a close surveillance at the spots where Shah will visit, said official sources. Late night yesterday, the Chief Minister chaired a meeting with his cabinet colleagues and the ruling MLAs and senior officials at his office complex. During the meeting, several matters including security arrangement and preparations of Shah's receptions were discussed at length. Two suspected members of an underground outfit based in Manipur have been found shot dead at Wangli in Myanmar across Churachandpur district's Behyang. The two deceased are suspected to be one Major Yaifaba and one Captain Jiri Lakpa. Sources informed that Wangli villagers and a Khenman village located along Indo-Myanmar border in the Indian side heard some rounds of gunshots at around noon on Wednesday. Later, two men were found laying in a pool of blood at Wangli village. Centenary celebrations of Town Baptist Church TBC in Tamenglong on the theme Celebrating God's Love kick-started at TBC Complex in Tamenglong District Headquarters, Manipur on Wednesday. Rongmei Baptist Church's Council General Secretary Reverend Mansi Gangmei dedicated the celebration hall and hoisted the centenary flag in the presence of TBC Pastor Reverend Dr. N. Kamai, TBC Associate Pastor Dr. Raithaipo Raimei, Model Baptist Church Pastor Ngamulung Kamai, many special invitees and among many other church members. The 3 days grand celebrations will be culminated on 6 January, wherein many gospel ministers and speakers will be delivering the Holy Word. 4 different church choir will also be singing during the 3-day celebrations as the guest chorus. Singing in hymnals, exhortations, presentation of special numbers and a sharing of gospel sermon will be the main highlights of the celebration. The 238th birth anniversary celebrations of Rajashri Vaigachandra was held at Sri Sri Govindajir Akhara Malugram Silchar on Wednesday, jointly organized by Sri Sri Govindajir Akhara Committee Malugram Silchar and Awang Jila Leibak Chokhatlup Silchar. The function started with a flag hoisting along with candle lighting by Laishram Manglemba, President MLSA. After an opening worship song sung by Govindaji Nupi Palamarup, a floral tributes were paid at the portrait of Rajashri Maharaj Vaigachandra. Laishram Manglemba Singha, President MLSA, Dr. Usharani Sharma, Saikhom Komlakanta Singha, President Manipuri Development Society Silchar, Y. Prafalu Singh, President Manipuri Sahitya Parishad, Silchar branch, took part during the function as presidium members. The celebration was ended after performing the Guru Kirtan. The 6th Foundation's Day of Diamond Radio Stations observed at its stations at Khongjom, Thawal District on Wednesday. Diamond Radio Station Khongjom was first started on 4th January 2017 as the first community radio stations of Manipur under the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting Government of India. At the Foundation's Day function organized by ownership of Diamond Radio Station, Khongjom War Memorial Trust Khongjom, renowned singer cum Rupraga President, Nava Volcano Khongjom War Memorial Trust President and Manipur Government former Minister M. Hemanta and Manibabu Likmabam, retired Director DDK Imphal were also present. Speaking on the occasion, Khongjom War Memorial Trust President Murangtham Hemanta said that Diamond Radio have completed 5 years serving for the peoples as first community radio stations of the state, and it is possible because of people's love to Diamond Radio. He appeals to all the people of the state to support Diamond Radio in continuing to work for the people. At the function, gifts were presented to Diamond Radio staffs and a selected Diamond Radio listener as an honor, and also released a calendar of 2023 published by the station.
Community radio asina telen hanadana hungang da leiba nupi sing angang sing natra satra singi heising ba kya sing ado akoi Diamond Radio thang sidaida loina santoga akoi iba ngam hoi telen sing ado adama si sowa koi chim ene koi masai da koi satra sing sida koi pakhat ke na khali di koi gi school da unaji haiba program ama school khudimak ta chalaga karamna lai lai chu tamige haibase mama mapa ji di mayum da dum dai jari bani do makoi satra sing sina oja sina karamna ta ije khan na wi dam ta koi school da unaji haiba program am so yam tuna launch tawra.
And now let's take a short break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Singju Festival 2022.
Assam, Tripura amadi Bangladesh ki akhannawa Singju ki stall sing amadi
Singju danatana yelhongwe ki chinjak sing
Khutsa haibagi potlang singsu phanghanjagani. Festival asigi manung chana Miss Singju Queen Contest
muna juvilakpi
Likol Kang Musical Night Blood Donation Camp Free Eye Care Camp Lakliba December 19 January 9 listing ani kul humdoi faw Margin Polo Complex Hainangda
pakthok jagadoriba
Singju Festival 2022 da
Festival asida leba miyamna nungsibiduna support tawbiu pukning thawgatpiu mapung fahanbiu haina pawjenjari
irandam chigi na amati apunbagi saktam akhoi punna ngangminasi
Krishna Mission Vidyalaya JNB RIMC Vidyagyan amadi Shining School da Ming Chandabagi entrance exam da mai paknabagi dabag adomadong angang sibu takpi tambidaba leijare Yumbirel Mahikol Naharu Pakapat Ketrugao Imphal East Mahikol asida experience amadi specialized oiraba oza singna takpi tambiri registration hauzakre ahan malakpada kudong sa pizari akaknaba sitma singni class hongnabagi matamna mathang jahi English ngani kulumdagi January 5 dagini Yumbirel Mahikol asina hek lingkat pa ahan basahida Vidyagan Noida da tamnanabagi entrance test da Mahiroi Taret Mai Paktuna selection fangke aduga Mahiroi ahum amana RKMV Narendrapur da academic session 2023 gi Ming Chanbagi selection fangke Mahikol asida tawgadaba thabak thoram singdi mahi masing tamibatan natana pumna magpu semiriba ishoda thazaba thamba khurumjaba amadi thaksi khasi tambigani matamatanggi angangi hainaba jaga hainadaba jaga asonba amadi hainaba khuding mama mapada pau pijagani lamchat sajat thaksi khasi bebar lehenba masa masagi mayunga manaba comfortable oiba mafam ama oiba nungtigi oina angangsingna gyan tadaba leibasing ozana gyan tahanduna jingnaba leibasing mamutana takpiba maru oina makong somba mayam maraktagi sonba angangsingbu amamam oina ozasingna mamutana gyan tanaba takpigani maru oiba yamna important oiba sector singbu hena lumna longduna takpiba angangsingbu masa masagi tunggi asabu mayek sengna thamanbaga loinana makhoi masen gi marakta competitive ohengani reading speaking amasung wakalgi oiba sagatlaba ibagi lamda thudok hendokna iba ngamnabagi pautak khui tambigani academic session 2023-24 gi Ramakrishna Mission School Narendrapur Purulik Diogaramadi Vidya Gyanda thudok hendoklaba mahiroi singna ming chanba pamlabadi admission haujare boarding facility su leijagani study material pizagani akupa marol gi daba phone number singa sida contact to you
ayambo hamon ke kurum jari Lagliba Jahi 2023 January tang kumapan Nomajing Nimita Iram Dam Konglepa Manipur ki Kaching District ki Sugunu Town Laiba Palika Lampak Pangto Kadoriba World Mitay Council ki Mari Suba Ipam Masda Iram Dam Bunuk Sibiba Ifuru Punuk Sibiba Amadi Mitay Maitay Furu Pusing Kapiningba Irecha Kudumakna Hariba Mikom Masita Saruki Abiduna World Media Council na Honda Jariba Uno Asi Mai Parmanaba Saruki Abiu Noidana Angamba Sergi Amati Tawaki Mateng Supang Biu Haina Lablo Taiwan Deki Video Ki Mai Tonga Kutanga Pangdam Jari Noidana Eha Isamaksu Laktuna Yawam Jadrasu Eha Sergi Oiba Amamateng Soidana Manjani Haina Mayam Tongatam Jari
Welcome back again. You're watching ELITETV's English News. A war between Areca nut smugglers and the local Areca nuts farmers continues. A local Areca nuts farmers from Bilkotlir village seized illegal Burmese area nuts hiding inside an empty tanker yesterday and burned them. A total of 150 bags of Areca nuts were found hiding inside 3 compartments of an empty tanker. On suspicion, the local farmers stopped the tanker bound for Assam, thoroughly checked and found that bags of smuggled Areca nuts are stuffed inside the Indian oil tanker. They cut through the compartment using an electric grinder. A total of 150 bags are taken out and the angry farmers burned 140 bags immediately and reserved 10 bags for evidence. The tanker registered number is MZ01 C4265 and its non-major driver were turned over to the police by the locals. And surprisingly, another 5 other registration numbers are found inside the tanker. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma on Wednesday inaugurated one of the 3 units of the 22.5 MW Ganol hydropower projects in the West Garo Hills, adding 7.5 MW power to the state's grid. The Chief Minister called the inaugurations of the project a historic and a landmark day for Garo Hills and stated that the project, which cost over Rs 560 crore, was a result of the government's dedications, which sought to place Garo Hills on the power map of India. The Chief Minister praised James K. Sangma, now Health Minister, for his role in reviving the abandoned project and ensuring its completion during his tenure as Power Minister. The Chief Minister said it was at Sangma's suggestions that the government decided to allocate additional funds to complete the project. The Chief Minister stated that the Ganol project was close to being abandoned due to the lack of funds, despite the state government having already invested in it. However, when the current government took charge in 2018, it secured the necessary funds to restart the project, which was originally founded in 2014. The Chief Minister acknowledged that completing the project was a challenge for the government, but emphasized their determinations to see it through. He emphasized that by successfully completing the project, the government had demonstrated its commitment to implementing large infrastructure projects for the benefits of the state and its people. The Chief Minister also acknowledged the efforts of the Deputy Chief Minister, Preston Taisong, and the Power Department for the dedication and for ensuring that the project was completed on time. The Ganol hydroelectric project harnesses the natural flow of the Ganol River near Tura to generate electricity through the use of 3 turbine generator units, each with a capacity of 7.5 MW. One unit was made operational at the project's inaugurations, while the remaining 2 units are expected to be operational in the coming months.
Special mention and thanks goes to Shri James K. Sangma, under whose leadership this project actually took a start. Friends, we would not be sitting here if it was not for Mr. James K. Sangma. I remember very clearly that day when he came with the entire team of MECL to my room in the secretariat to discuss about the Ganol project, which was abandoned. Work was almost negligible. No funds were flowing. A lot of money had been spent. Do we want to leave it as it is, or do we want to move forward? And the presentation that they gave me and the determination that I saw in the officials' eyes and their voice, and the kind of determination that I saw in the Honorable Minister, Mr. James's eyes and his voice, I was convinced that no matter what the challenges are, we will complete this project.
Keeping an eye on the upcoming assembly elections in Tripura, Union Home Minister Amit Shah will flag off Bharatiya Janata Party's BJP Jan Vikas Biswas Yatra in the state today. Shah will flag off Jan Biswas Yatra from Damannagar in North Tripura district and Sabrum in South Tripura district today. Tripura BJP will start Jan Biswas Yatra program to strengthen the party support base in the state. The Yatra will last for 8 days and cover around 60 constituencies of the state. The main purpose of the Yatra is to showcase the developmental works the BJP government has done since 2018. BJP National President JP Nadda will be present on the concluding day of the Yatra on January 12, Thursday, when he will address the masses. Assembly polls in Tripura are slated for 2023. Visiting diplomatic advisor to France President Emmanuel Bonnet will call on Prime Minister Narendra Modi today as his strategic dialogue with National Security Advisor Ajit Doval is pitched at making France a key partner in Make in India campaign in manufacturing much-needed aircraft engine and a long-range submarine. The 36th India-France Strategic Dialogue will be held this afternoon and lead to other high-level exchanges coming March. Diplomatic advisor Bonnet will also meet Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and External Affairs Minister S. J. Shankar. While the Modi government is tight-lipped about the dialogue, India is building self-reliance in the weapons and hardware platforms with the help of key allies like France in the face of rising militarizations by China, as once upon a time key supplier Russia bogged down in Ukraine war. India is looking not only for 100% transfer of technology for making aircraft engines to power its indigenous twin-engine fighter, but also designing and development of next-generation high-power military and civilian engines for future fighter and transport platforms. Already, Tata Group has tied up with Airbus to manufacture C-295 tactical transport aircraft in Vadodara in Gujarat. A day after weather forecast warned that California may face brutal weather conditions, a bomb cyclone smashed into the western U.S. state on Wednesday. The cyclone brought with it torrential rains that could drown the region, already battered with consecutive storms on a New Year's Eve that caused power outages and roadways to flood. The powerful winds blew around 70 kilometers an hour and could very well continue into Thursday morning. State authorities have requested the residents to avoid any kind of unessential travel on Wednesday night and Thursday morning as the storm reached its peak. The residents, however, remain fearful of the storm. Assessing the gravity of the situation, California Governor Gavin Newsom declared a state of emergency to pool resources for response and recovery efforts. An emergency operations center has also been established in the city of San Francisco to oversee the entire operation. The residents are being offered thousands of sandbags in case there is flooding. President Vladimir Putin sent a frigate to the Atlantic Ocean armed with new generation hypersonic cruise missiles on Wednesday, a signal to the West that Russia will not back down over the war in Ukraine. Russia, China and the United States are in a race to develop hypersonic weapons, which are seen as a way to gain an edge over any adversary because of their speeds above 5 times the speed of sound and maneuverability. In a video conference with Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu and Igor Kormal, commander of the frigate named Admiral of the Fleet of the Soviet Union, Grobskop, Putin said the ship was armed with Zircon hypersonic weapons. More than 10 months since Putin sent troops into Ukraine, there is no end in sight to the war, which has descended into a grinding winter artillery battle that has killed and wounded tens of thousands of soldiers on both sides. Russia has also used hypersonic Kinzhal Dagger missiles in Ukraine, along with their avant-garde hypersonic glide vehicles, which entered combat duty in 2019. The Zircon forms the centerpiece of Russia's hypersonic arsenal. And now the sports news. Mizoram registered 4th win in a row to register their 4th successive win in the Santosh Trophy National Football Championship at EMS Corporation Stadium on Wednesday. Mizoram led Group 2 with 12 points from 4 matches, followed by Kerala, who have 9 from 3 games. Rajasthan have 4 points from as many matches. After a barren first half, Larinjwala broke the deadlock on the hour mark. Lalbaig Dika doubled the lead in the 77 minutes, while substituent Lalvel Hima met it 3-0 in the 86th minute. By Dika completed the tally in stoppage time. Holders Kerala take on Jammu and Kashmir today. In cricket, rejuvenated India will face Sri Lanka in the second T20 internationals of the 3-match series in Pune today. The match will start at 7 p.m. at Maharashtra Cricket Association Stadium. Team India's wicketkeeper battles Sanju Samson has been ruled out of the remaining 2 matches due to a knee injury. Jitesh Sharma has been selected as a replacement. Team India are in high spirit after winning the first match by 2 runs in a nail batting finish in Mumbai on Tuesday, January 3. The 3rd match of the series will be played on Saturday in Rajkot. For ELITETV News channel, connect to the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter for more information about the channel. And now let's take a look at the headlines once again. State whips up security measures ahead of Amit Shah's visit. Union Home Minister Amit Shah's flex of BJP's Jan Viswas Yatra in Tripura. Bomb cyclone smashes into California, state of emergency declares. Putin sends new hypersonic cruise missiles to Atlantic. And India to face Sri Lanka in a second T20 cricket in Pune today. And that's all for now. For more updates, keep watching ELITETV English News. Thank you and have a great day.